I'm just checking in after having just gotten home. I'm about to jump in the shower, but I just knew if I didn't do this now, I wouldn't do it later. So my session today was good. It was long sessions. With the reps going up this week, it just feels like everything is taking forever. So I guess that'll change going forward as the reps come down, weights go up. Yeah, this week's kind of been a bit like, I've been very blasé. I've just had some like personal distractions that have kind of, well, they've taken my focus away from where it needs to be. So that is not going to be the case coming up next week. I'm not paying heed to that. So back to work, and I'm going to be doing my actual 2 extra sessions a week because I only did 1 this week. And I felt it. I felt the difference in my sleep quality, especially, and just my general happiness. So yeah, stepping it up next week again, or instead, or something. Moving on, food. So after talking to the guys about food for like 2 whole weeks about how I'm just not reaching the calorie mark, we've come to the conclusion that I'm being too strict on myself, which is kind of weird for me. I can stand to have more fun things in my diet, but not necessarily like, not bad stuff. So things like avocado on toast. Love avocado. Avocado is great. So I'm introducing quite a bit of that. Hummus is really tasty and it's high calorie, so that can be like a really great snack to get those calories up. Like hummus with with something, specifically carrots and like celery and stuff, so that would work. Other things like peanut butter, using like butter and oil in my cooking more. So I mean, it's gonna help flavoring. I'm happy with that. But I was worried about the slippery slope, but now that I feel like I kind of have permission for it, it's not that bad. I guess at the end of the day, I'm not likely to go down to the shops and pick up a block of chocolate and eat it all to myself now. I think honestly, if I was gonna have chocolate, it probably still would be too much. I'd probably have like a small bar. But again, it's a slippery slope, because if I feel like I can have it now, then I'll feel like I can have it tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and all of a sudden I'm back to eating a whole block again. So I'm not going down that avenue. Anyway, yeah, with the changes that have happened this week, I didn't take as much ownership this week. I kind of wanted to learn some new stuff this week. So now that I've done that learning, then next week I'll be able to revive that sense of ownership and bring it in. I've stopped doing my laps at lunch, my bridge laps, so I need to get back into focus mode. A session today, there was a mental block that Lee and I discovered. So it was getting down on knees, getting back up again, getting down on knees, getting back up again. And it was really heavily connected to a fear of falling that I have. So I guess, I don't know, I never used to have a fear of falling. I used to play netball all the time and we'd fall over all the time, and it wasn't a big deal. But I do, like when I was getting down on my knees, I'd feel like, oh, don't fall. And getting back up, I was like, oh, I'm kind of losing my balance. So I think if my balance is improved by doing exercises like this, then I won't be so fearful. And that comes into the wanting to feel capable to do life. Conquering that fear, I think will be something that happens during these exercises. And secondly, and I said this to Lee and he was really surprised to hear it, was doing those exercises really took me back to when I was a kid and like climbing on rocks and stuff. Like climbing on rocks in like near waterfalls, and I don't know why that's such a specific thing that comes to my head. Like, I mean, for those of you playing at home in Australia, and I had this weird flashback to the Upper Allen, where I'm like climbing on wet rocks and I slip and I fall and like I hit my head or chip my tooth, or like that never happened to me. Like, I slipped and fell more than I care to count, but like I never chipped a tooth or anything. Like, there was no trauma there. I was just scared of falling. And I don't know, maybe I got pushed in the water by some kid or something, I don't know. But that's exactly what I was thinking of when I was getting down on my knees and getting back up again. Get down, get back up again. That's a weird one. Yeah, I'll have to explore that a little bit more. Funny. Upper Allen. Shit, haven't thought about that in years. Anyway, by the third set, I was smashing it. The third set was great. It didn't get rid of that vision out of my head, but that's okay. That's about it. It went for a really long time as well, because we had like a couple of interruptions and I did a lot of fluffing about, so I'm sorry about that. And yeah, I'm just distracted this week. So yeah, it's distraction from this week. I'm just gonna have to get over it. I didn't go down anything today, but Lee thinks that's the time of day. We'll see. So that's me for the day. I'm gonna go and have a shower because I smell really bad. And I'm actually getting like sweat marks on my shirt now. So shower, food. God, I'm so hungry. And then I'll upload this. I'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Peace out, homies.